They'll never bring this up in your yearly checkup. Not your primary care doctor. Not your cardiologist. Not even your urologist. But I will, because it's time someone told you the truth without sugarcoating it. For men over 60, the first place the body starts shutting down is your penis. No, that's not meant to be dramatic. It's biology. And ignoring it could cost you everything. See, most guys think when things stop working down there, it's just a bedroom issue. Or worse, they chalk it up to age and move on. But what if I told you that a fading sex life was never the actual problem, but rather the earliest warning sign that your heart, your brain, and your entire circulatory system are beginning to slow down? By the time you feel it in the bedroom, the issue has already begun in your arteries. It starts silently, your blood vessels stiffen, narrow, and lose their ability to expand. Less blood gets through. Less oxygen reaches your organs. Your energy fades. Your clarity dulls. Your spirit dims. And the crazy part is, most men accept it. They call it normal aging. They try to laugh it off. But what's really happening is vascular decay, and your manhood is simply the first organ to speak up. Let me say this clearly. When you stop getting blood where it matters most, the rest of you is next. I've had men walk into my office saying they just don't feel like themselves anymore. They think they're losing their edge. That their fire's just burned out. But I always ask them the same question. When was the last time you woke up with morning wood? It's a question no one wants to answer. But it's the most honest health check a man over 60 can do for himself. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. If blood can't reach your penis, it's not reaching your brain, your heart, or your muscles either. Your body is waving a red flag. Most men never see it. By the time they do, they're on medications, struggling with fatigue, and trying to piece together where they lost themselves. But it doesn't have to be this way. Because what I'm about to show you could change everything. Not with a prescription. Not with surgery. But with one simple food that unlocks your body's natural ability to heal, to restore, to circulate life back through your veins. Before I reveal it, you need to understand why this breakdown happens, what's silently stealing your vitality and how to reverse it before it's too late. Let's talk about the molecule your body once produced like clockwork, but now desperately needs help restoring. I'm Dr. James. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here because you deserve to hear the truth, the real truth, about what's happening inside your body. I've spent over 3 decades working with men over 60, and let me tell you, the biggest mistake most of them make is waiting too long. Not because they didn't care. Not because they were weak. But because nobody ever explained what was actually going on in a way that made sense to them, as a man. I've sat across from thousands of guys just like you. Good men. Proud men. Veterans, truck drivers, teachers, CEOs, husbands, grandfathers. Men who built things. Protected families. Solved problems their whole lives. But when it came to their own bodies, they were left in the dark. I can't tell you how many of them whispered the same words. Doc. I don't feel like me anymore. Not broken. Not sick. Just off. No fire. No strength. No spark. And the system? It tells them it's normal. It tells them it's just aging. Then it hands them a bottle of pills and sends them home to suffer in silence. I won't do that. I've dedicated my life to helping older men reclaim what's rightfully theirs, their energy, their strength, their manhood, and I do it without gimmicks, without shame, and without wasting time. Because time is the one thing we don't get back. So I don't care what your blood work says. I don't care if your doctor told you you're fine. If you're tired, if you feel dull, if something inside you knows this isn't who you used to be, I believe you. And more importantly, I can help you. Not with a magic pill. but by showing you how to reignite a natural process in your body that's quietly faded over the years, and how to bring it roaring back. It starts with a single molecule. One you were born producing in abundance. And now, it's almost gone. But here's the good news, you can restore it. And when you do, everything begins to change. Let's dive into what it is, why it vanishes after 60, and how to bring it back naturally, starting today. Let me tell you what most men get wrong, because it's not their fault. They think what's happening to their bodies is just getting older. They blame the gray hair, the slower mornings, the missing desire, on age. They figure the fire going out is just how life winds down. But that's not the truth. Not even close. What's happening to you is not age. It's a silent breakdown in circulation. And the first signs don't show up in your heart or in your lab results. They show up in small, quiet ways that are easy to dismiss. You stop waking up with that morning charge. Your hands and feet feel cold more often, even on warm days. You get winded on stairs. You nap more, but never feel rested. Your confidence dips, but you can't explain why. These aren't coincidences. These are signals, your blood vessels whispering that they're struggling. You see, circulation doesn't just fall apart overnight. It doesn't wait for a heart attack to make an announcement. It begins in the smallest vessels, the capillaries. The ones that feed oxygen and life to your brain, your organs, your muscles, your manhood. And when those little vessels begin to stiffen and narrow, everything changes. Your energy drops. Your memory slips. Your drive fades. Your strength shrinks. Your manhood stops responding. But the system keeps saying, you're fine. You're just aging. No. You're not just aging. Your blood isn't flowing the way it used to. And that's a problem you can fix, if you know what to look for. I've watched too many men ignore these signs. Good men who waited too long, and by the time they acted, the damage was harder to undo. So I want to say this as clearly as I can. Your body isn't giving up. It's asking for help. And if you listen now, if you learn how to reignite your circulation before it collapses completely, there's still time to get your strength, your edge, and your freedom back. Because beneath all of this, there's one little molecule you were full of in your 20s, and now it's nearly vanished. That's what we're going to fix next. Let me show you how. There's a molecule inside your body that once flowed through you like a river. It kept your heart strong, your mind sharp, your energy electric, and your manhood alive. It's called nitric oxide. And if you've never heard of it, that's not your fault. Most doctors won't even bring it up unless you ask. But without it, your blood vessels stiffen, tighten, and slowly close the door on your vitality. Nitric oxide is your body's natural vasodilator. That means it tells your blood vessels to open up, expand, and deliver oxygen, nutrients, and life to every single cell. It's what helps your brain stay clear. It's what keeps your legs strong. And yes, it's what fuels blood flow to your penis. But here's the scary truth. By the time you hit 60, your nitric oxide levels have dropped by over 75%. That means your body is running on fumes. Your heart's working harder just to pump a few drops through half-closed pipes. Your brain gets foggy. Your energy fades. Your passion disappears, not because you don't care, but because your chemistry isn't firing. You can think of nitric oxide like the ignition in your car. Without it, the engine doesn't start, no matter how much gas is in the tank. And here's the worst part. Most men are trying to fix these symptoms with pills, caffeine, motivation, or wishful thinking. When what they really need is to reignite their internal spark. Not with medication. Not with surgery. But with something far simpler, and already built into your biology. The beautiful part. You can restore nitric oxide naturally, without side effects, without expensive treatments, and without waiting months. In fact, one specific food, when consumed the right way, can flood your system with nitric oxide within hours. It's safe. It's affordable. It's found in almost every grocery store, though most men walk right past it. And when you combine it with one simple spice from your kitchen cabinet, its effect multiplies dramatically. In just a moment, I'll show you what that food is, how to prepare it, and how it helped one of my patients feel 20 years younger, without changing anything else in his life. But first, let me show you exactly how nitric oxide vanishes, and why reviving it is the fastest way to bring your circulation, and your confidence, back to life. I've tried it all: prescriptions, therapies, supplements that cost a small fortune. Some helped. Most didn't. But nothing has consistently surprised me, or my patients, like this one simple food combo. Beetroot powder and black pepper. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Beets? Really? Yeah. But I'm not talking about the soggy purple slices from your childhood plate. I'm talking about a concentrated powder made from the root of one of the most nitric oxide-rich plants nature ever created. Beets are loaded with natural nitrates, compounds your body converts into nitric oxide, the very molecule your blood vessels are starving for. But here's where most people get it wrong. Cooked beets? Too late. Most of the nitrate power is gone. Canned or pickled? Forget it. That's why I recommend beetroot powder. It's concentrated. It's shelf-stable. It absorbs quickly. And it works. But we don't stop there. Because when you add a tiny pinch of black pepper, something amazing happens. Black pepper contains piperine, a natural compound that helps your body absorb nutrients up to 2000% more efficiently. That means more nitric oxide. More circulation. More power. Faster. All it takes is 1 tablespoon of beetroot powder. A pinch of black pepper. 8 ounces of water. Mix it. Stir it. Drink it 30 minutes before your main meal of the day. And here's what usually happens. Day 1, not much. Maybe a little warmth in your chest or hands. Day 2 or 3, energy starts to return. Day 5 or 6, you're sleeping deeper, thinking clearer, and feeling different. One of my patients said, "It's like someone turned the lights back on inside me." This isn't hype. It's biology, finally working in your favor. But let me be clear, even this natural formula won't work if your habits are silently choking your circulation. There are daily routines most men follow without realizing they're undoing all the progress they're trying to make. So before I show you what to add next, let me show you what to stop doing. And the morning habit I teach all my patients that makes this drink work even faster. It only takes 3 minutes. But it can 10x your results, if you're willing to try it tomorrow morning. I'll never forget George. He walked into my office like so many men do, quiet, polite, but carrying a weight he didn't have words for. He was 68. Retired firefighter. A man who'd spent decades running into burning buildings, saving lives, providing for 4 kids, never complaining. But that day, he looked tired. Not just physically, emotionally. He sat down, looked me in the eye, and said, "Doc, I don't feel like myself anymore." No drama. No self-pity. Just a simple truth that so many men are too proud to admit. He wasn't sick, at least not in the way most people think. His blood pressure? Fine. Cholesterol? Slightly elevated, but nothing extreme. Testosterone? Low, but within range. And yet, he couldn't sleep through the night. He felt foggy all day. He hadn't woken up with morning wood in months. And worse, he said he felt invisible in his own home. Not unloved. Just dimmed. I looked him in the eye and told him something no one had said to him yet. This isn't just aging. Your body's trying to get your attention. Let's help it fight back. So I gave him the routine. 1 tablespoon of beetroot powder. A pinch of black pepper. 8 ounces of water. 30 minutes before his first meal. And I asked him to trust me for just 7 days. Day 3, he called me, not to say he felt amazing, but to say something had shifted. He said, "I don't know what it is, but I woke up today and I didn't feel like a ghost." His hands felt warmer. He wasn't dragging his feet to the coffee pot. By day 5, he noticed something else. He wasn't getting up 3 times a night to pee. He slept straight through for the first time in years. And on day 7, I got a call, but not from George. His wife called me. She laughed and said, "Whatever you gave him, I don't know what's in it, but don't you dare let him stop. That's the power of blood flow. That's what happens when you give your body the oxygen, nutrients, and signals it's been begging for." But here's the part most men miss. George didn't just drink the beetroot mix. He added one powerful morning habit, a strange little trick I picked up from vascular clinics in Europe. It takes 3 minutes. No pills. No machines. And when you pair it with the right fuel, your circulation doesn't just improve. It comes back to life. Let me show you what it is, and how to start using it tomorrow morning. Here's what I've learned after 30 years. Most men don't need more advice. They need a clear plan, simple, step-by-step instructions they can follow without guesswork or confusion. So if you're ready to reclaim your energy, strength, and blood flow, here's exactly what I tell my patients to do for the first 7 days. Morning, start your engine. Hydrate right away. Drink 16 ounces of room-temperature water with a tiny pinch of sea salt. This wakes up your blood vessels and rehydrates your organs. Contrast shower, 3 minutes. Start warm, switch to cold for 30 seconds, end with warm. This vascular workout forces your blood vessels to expand and contract, waking them up. Deep breathing, 1 minute. Breathe in through your nose for 6 seconds, hold for 4, exhale through your mouth for 8. Do this 3 times. You'll feel your chest open, your mind calm. Before your first meal, fuel the flow. Mix 1 tablespoon of beetroot powder, a pinch of black pepper, and 8 ounces of water. Stir well. Drink it slowly. Let your body absorb it like it matters, because it does. Wait 30 minutes before your main meal to let the nitric oxide production kick in. Afternoon, move the blood. Walk for 5 minutes. No speed needed. Just heel to toe, slow steps. This activates your calf muscles, your body's second heart, and helps pump blood upward to your pelvic region. Evening, wind down with intention. Light dinner. No heavy late-night meals. 1 more round of deep breathing before bed. Sleep on your back with a pillow under your knees. Keep the room cool and dark. Your body heals best during deep, undisturbed sleep. That's it. No supplements. No new gym memberships. Just small shifts that trigger powerful changes. And if you stay consistent, you'll begin to feel the difference in less than a week, just like George did. More warmth. Clearer thoughts. Deeper sleep. And for many men, a morning surprise they haven't seen in a long time. But this is just the beginning. Because once your circulation starts waking up again, your body becomes hungry for more. That's where superfoods come in. Let me show you the top 5 natural circulation boosters I rotate weekly with my patients to take their results to the next level. Once you get your blood flowing again, your body starts sending you signals. I want more of this. More oxygen. More nutrients. More vitality. And that's where food becomes your most powerful medicine. But not just any food. I'm talking about specific, natural superfoods that actively repair and expand your blood vessels, without pills, without side effects, and without draining your wallet. Here are the 5 I recommend to nearly every man who walks into my office. 1. Raw garlic. Yes, raw. Forget the capsules. The real power is in the fresh clove. Crush it, let it sit for 10 minutes, to activate allicin, then swallow like a pill with water. It's one of the most potent natural blood vessel relaxers on earth. I've had patients call it their old man's pre-workout. And they're not wrong. 2. Pure pomegranate juice. Not the kind loaded with sugar. Look for cold-pressed, 100% pure. Just 2 to 4 ounces on an empty stomach in the morning delivers polyphenol that protect artery walls, reduce plaque buildup, and improve elasticity. Within a week, most men feel sharper, lighter on their feet, and even more mentally alert. 3. Watermelon rind, yes, the white part. The green shell. Toss it. The red flesh. Delicious. But it's that white rind that holds the gold, citrulline, a compound that converts into arginine, which boosts nitric oxide. Blend it into smoothies. Freeze it into cubes. It's nature's overlooked vascular tonic. 4. Leafy greens, spinach and arugula. These aren't just healthy. They're nitrate bombs. Raw is best, throw a handful into your lunch salad or morning smoothie. They help your body rebuild nitric oxide stores and keep circulation running smoothly throughout the day. 5. Dark chocolate, at least 85% cacao. Not the sugary stuff. The darker, the better. High cacao chocolate improves endothelial function, that means it helps your blood vessels relax and respond the way they should. 1 square a day is enough. It's not just a treat, it's a therapy. None of these foods are magic. But your body is. When you give it the right signals, it remembers exactly what to do. Circulation improves. Energy returns. And piece by piece, you begin to feel like you again. But let me say this, food and habits are just part of the story. If you really want to transform how you move, sleep, love, and live, there's one final truth you need to hear. And it's the part most doctors are too afraid, or too busy, to say out loud. But I will. Let's end this with the most important message of all. Let's cut through all the noise. This was never just about beetroot powder or garlic or pomegranate juice. This is about something much deeper, freedom. The freedom to move without pain. The freedom to wake up feeling alive. The freedom to hold your partner, look them in the eye, and know you're still a man in every sense of the word. I've seen too many men give up, not because they wanted to, but because they thought they had to. They were told decline was inevitable. That slowing down was normal. That their best years were behind them. That's a lie. You were never built to fade. You were built to adapt, to rebuild, and to thrive, even at 60, 70, or 80. But your body needs a reason to fight. A signal that says, we're not done. And every time you drink that beetroot mix, breathe deep, go for that walk, or sleep like you mean it. You're sending that signal. You're saying, I'm still here. You don't need permission to reclaim your vitality. You just need a place to start. So start now. Start today. Start with 1 breath. 1 glass. 1 walk. That's all it takes to turn the tide. And if this message lit a fire in you, even a small one, I ask you to do 3 things. Like this video so more men can find it. Share it with a friend, a brother, or a father who needs this truth. And if you want to support the mission, so we can keep making content that speaks to you, not down to you, consider making a small donation to this channel. Every dollar helps us keep the message alive and independent. No scripts from drug companies. No censorship. Just real, honest solutions, for men like you. Your heart is listening. Your body is ready. And the next chapter of your life? It doesn't start with luck. It starts with blood flow. Let's get to work.